Next we come to forest. What do you mean by forest? Large tract of land covered with trees including different species of plants and animals, and it is declared as forest legally. अभी फॉरेस्ट एक ऐसा प्लेस है जहाँ पे ट्रीज भरी हुई होती है और डिफरेंट स्पीशीज़ की होते हैं. इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट दीज टू थिंग्स देन वहाँ का एक क्लाइमेट पे डिपेंड होता है, एक रीजन पे डिपेंड होता है. लेकिन फॉरेस्ट में you get to see a lot of species, और it is legally it is considered as a forest. तो लीगली यानी कि गवर्नमेंट वहाँ की उस एरिया को एलोकेट कर देती है एज अ फॉरेस्ट. वी रिकग्नाइज दैट एरिया एज अ फॉरेस्ट. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट फॉरेस्ट, व्हाई आर फॉरेस्ट गिवन सच इम्पोर्टेंस? उनको लीगली एलोकेट क्यों किया गया है एज फॉरेस्ट? अभी उन क्यों? बिकॉज दे आर इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड दे हैव सर्टन इम्पॉर्टेंट फंक्शंस विच दे परफॉर्म. द फर्स्ट one being the productive function. Now in this productive function we see that there are many species of plants which grow in the forest. तो वहाँ पे जो वुड मिलता है वो वुड हम यूज़ करते हैं फॉर फर्नीचर्स. फिर इंडस्ट्रीज़ भी जो है ये सारा वुड यूज़ करती है. फिर बैम्बू पल्प जो है दैट इज़ बीइंग यूज्ड फॉर पेपर बोर्ड्स, फॉर पेपर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. Then we use the source of energy of wood for cooking and for providing warmth. There are many such things which are considered as productive functions which are given by the forest. Then it is also a means of livelihood for the tribals who mostly live in the remote areas and who are connected to the forest for their living. वी कम टू द प्रोटेक्टिव फंक्शंस. फॉरेस्ट क्या करते हैं? जो वाटर फ्लो है वो कंट्रोल करते हैं. अभी वाटर फ्लो कैसे कंट्रोल करते हैं? इफ़ फॉरेस्ट कवर नहीं होता व्हाट वुड हैपन? द होल वाटर वुड स्वीप आउट ऑफ दैट एरिया. तो क्या होता है? दे वुड नॉट स्वीप इनसाइड द ग्राउंड एंड दस द ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल वुड नॉट बी वेरी लो. Then because of plants and animals who die, there is a thick layer of humus which is present. That is also very important for prevention of loss of water. Then the forest also helps in avoiding soil erosion. Then we come to the regulatory functions. The trees use the carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. So this oxygen is released by the trees. It is used as a living for it is used that oxygen is used by us for breathing for all living beings like animals and humans. Thus these forests and the trees in them help to regulate the carbon dioxide and oxygen cycle. तो जितना ऑक्सीजन हम ले रहे हैं उतना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हम दे भी रहे हैं. तो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दैट इज टेकन बाय द प्लांट्स फॉर देयर ग्रोथ, for their food preparation, and thus they are releasing the oxygen which we require. Then through transpiration also water vaporizes in the atmosphere, and clouds also, it helps in forming the clouds which give us rain later on. Thus if we see, then these forests actually help us in maintaining the water cycle, balancing the water cycle also which is present in nature. Now we come to the accessory function. Now these functions of the trees means that the forest provide habitat for the wildlife, right? It is a place where wild animals and wildlife can easily, they can dwell in their own habitat. They are undisturbed by human intervention over there. Then forest also provide place for recreation for human beings through national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves. So if humans want to see the natural habitat, how the animals dwell in the jungles and forests, they can go to these parks and visit them and see how they live in those habitats. Okay, now we come to the different types of vegetation found in India. India has a variety of forests and natural vegetation due to variation in climatic conditions, soil types and relief features. In the previous chapter which we did, I think it was the first one, climate, we had seen that India is diversified in climate. It has different type of climate in different regions, and the relief features are also varied. So according to that, the vegetation also is diversified. यहाँ पे हमें बहुत सारी different type of vegetations देखने मिलेंगी. So we'll just see what they are. Okay, now we come to the first type of vegetation, that is the tropical evergreen forest. Now, the climatic condition required, by the name itself we can by the name itself we can imply that these forests rely on rainfalls. यानी कि जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा बारिश होती है वहाँ पे हमें ऐसे ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन या फिर रेन फॉरेस्ट मिलेंगे. Now these forests are found in areas where there is more than 200 centimeter of rainfall, temperature lies between 25 to 27, and the humidity exceeds 77%. And the distribution, यानी कि ये फॉरेस्ट कहाँ कहाँ फैले हैं, it is distributed in heavy rainfall areas, that is the western Ghats, hills of northeastern region, island groups of Lakshadweep, the Andaman and Nicobar and Tamil Nadu coast. अगर हम देखेंगे यहाँ पे तो you can see the different varied places where these forests are found because of the different region. Now the features of these forests are, now these areas, these forests are wet throughout the year, so we can find a variety of kind of vegetation in these areas, जैसे कि trees, shrubs and creepers, and with multi-layered structure. Okay, we can see, that means we can see mostly all the type of plants in that. Then these trees can reach a height of 60 meter, more than 60 meters. Now the carpet layer of herbs and grasses cannot grow because of the dense canopy of trees which do not allow enough sunlight to reach the ground. अभी क्यों यहाँ पे बारिश बहुत ज़्यादा होती है तो ट्रीज़ बहुत ही हरे भरे रहते हैं. तो जब ये हरे भरे हो जाते हैं ऊपर, दे बिकम वेरी टॉल, सो व्हाट हैपेंस, दे एक्चुअली मेक अ कैनोपी लाइक, यानी कि एक टेंट कैसा होता है जो ऊपर से पूरा ढका हुआ होता है. तो नीचे जो भी प्लांट्स है, छोटे छोटे श्रब्स है, उनको सनलाइट नहीं मिल पाती है, तो इसके लिए वो ज़्यादा ग्रो नहीं हो पाते. Then the trees in these forests do not have a fixed time to shed their leaves, to flower or for fruition. That is why these forests appear green all the year round. इसके लिए हम इसे evergreen बोलते हैं क्योंकि there is no specific period or time when they shed their leaf. So they are green all the year round. Now the main variety which we find in these forests are rosewood, ebony, mahogany, toon, chaplas, sisu, gurjan, तेलसुर etc. Now we'll see what is the economic value. ये जो trees हमें मिलते हैं, ये plant species जो मिलते हैं, उनका productive value क्या है. Now you see in this areas we find timber on a large scale. Timber is used for many things, but what happens in this area, when we enter in this area, the trees, the vegetation is so crowded and congested that the forest is not fully exploited. यानी कि जितना हम लेना चाहते हैं उतना ले नहीं पाते, उसे यूज़ नहीं कर पाते क्योंकि वो बहुत ही डेंस हो जाता है और वहाँ पे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन भी इफ़ेक्ट हो जाता है. इफ़ वी गो इनसाइड देन देयर इज़ नो मीन्स टू remove those trees and bring it out and to transport it. So इतना मतलब जो इससे ना, so because of this drawback it is not fully exploited or it is not fully used.